Hello and welcome to day 116 of the Not Alone Today chronological Bible reading plan. Today we'll be reading Psalm 37, 1 Chronicles 22, and then Psalm 30, using the New King James Version.
Psalm 37, a psalm of David. Do not fret because of evildoers, nor be envious of the workers of iniquity, for they shall soon be cut down like the grass, and wither as the green herb.
Trust in the Lord and do good. Dwell in the land and feed on his faithfulness. Delight yourself also in the Lord, and he shall give you the desires of your heart.
Commit your way to the Lord. Trust also in him, and he shall bring it to pass. He shall bring forth your righteousness as the light, and your justice as the noonday.
Rest in the Lord and wait patiently for him. Do not fret because of him who prospers in his ways, because of the man who brings wicked schemes to pass. Cease from anger and forsake wrath. Do not fret, it only causes harm.
For evildoers shall be cut off, but those who wait on the Lord, they shall inherit the earth. For yet a little while, and the wicked shall be no more. Indeed, you will look carefully for his place, but it shall be no more. But the meek shall inherit the earth, and shall delight themselves in the abundance of peace.
The wicked plots against the just, and gnashes at him with his teeth. The Lord laughs at him, for he sees that his days is coming. The wicked have drawn the sword, and have bent their bow, to cast down the poor and needy, to slay those who are of upright conduct. Their swords shall enter their own heart, and their bows shall be broken.
A little that a righteous man has is better than the riches of many wicked. For the arms of the wicked shall be broken, but the Lord upholds the righteous.
The Lord knows the days of the upright, and their inheritance shall be forever. They shall not be ashamed in the evil time, and in the days of famine they shall be satisfied. But the wicked shall perish, and the enemies of the Lord, like the splendor of the meadows, shall vanish. Into smoke they shall vanish away.
The wicked borrows and does not repay, but the righteous shows mercy and gives. For those blessed by him shall inherit the earth, but those cursed by him shall be cut off.
The steps of a good man are ordered by the Lord, and he delights in his ways. Though he fall, he shall not be utterly cast down, for the Lord upholds him with his hand.
I have been young and now am old, yet I have not seen the righteous forsaken, nor his descendants begging bread. He is ever merciful and lends, and his descendants are blessed.
Depart from evil and do good, and dwell forever, for the Lord loves justice and does not forsake his saints. They are preserved forever, but the descendants of the wicked shall be cut off. The righteous shall inherit the land and dwell in it forever.
The mouth of the righteous speaks wisdom, and his tongue talks of justice. The law of his God is in his heart, and none of his steps shall slide.
The wicked watches the righteous and seeks to slay him. The Lord will not leave him in his hand, nor condemn him when he is judged.
Wait on the Lord and keep his way, and he shall exhort you to inherit the land. When the wicked are cut off, you shall see it. I have seen the wicked in great power, and spreading himself like a native green tree. Yet he passed away, and behold, he was no more. Indeed, I sought him, but he could not be found.
Mark the blameless man and observe the upright, for the future of that man is peace, but the transgressors shall be destroyed together. The future of the wicked shall be cut off.
But the salvation of the righteous is from the Lord. He is their strength in the time of trouble, and the Lord shall help and deliver them. He shall deliver them from the wicked and save them, because they trust in him.
1 Chronicles 22. Then David said, "This is the house of the Lord God. This is the altar of burnt offering for Israel." So David commanded to gather the aliens who were in the land of Israel, and he appointed masons to cut hewn stones to build the house of God. And David prepared iron in abundance for the nails of the doors of the gates and for the joints, and bronze in abundance beyond measure, and cedar trees in abundance. For the Sidonians and those from Tyre brought much cedar wood to David.
Now David said, Solomon my son is young and inexperienced, and the house to be built for the Lord must be exceedingly magnificent. famous and glorious throughout all countries. I will now make preparation for it." So David made abundant preparations before his death.
Then he called for his son Solomon and charged him to build a house for the Lord God of Israel. And David said to Solomon, "My son, as for me, it was in my mind to build a house to the name of the Lord my God. But the word of the Lord came to me, saying, You have shed much blood and have made great wars. You shall not build a house for my name, because you have shed much blood on the earth in my sight. Behold, a son shall be born to you, who shall be a man of rest, and I will give him rest from all his enemies all around. His name shall be Solomon, for I will give peace and quietness to Israel in his days. He shall build a house for my name, and he shall be my son, and I will be his father, and I will establish the throne of his kingdom over Israel forever. Now, my son, may the Lord be with you, and may you prosper and build the house of the Lord your God, as he has said to you. Only may the Lord give you wisdom and understanding, and give you charge concerning Israel, that you may keep the law of the Lord your God. Then you will prosper, if you take care to fulfill the statutes and judgments with which the Lord charged Moses concerning Israel. Be strong and of good courage. Do not fear nor be dismayed. Indeed, I have taken much trouble to prepare for the house of the Lord 100,000 talents of gold, and 1,000,000 talents of silver, and bronze, and iron beyond measure, for it is so abundant. I have prepared timber and stone also, and you may add to them. Moreover, there are workmen with you in abundance, woodsmen and stone cutters, and all types of skillful men for every kind of work. Of gold and silver and bronze and iron there is no limit. Arise and begin working, and the Lord be with you."
David also commanded all the leaders of Israel to help Solomon his son, saying, "Is not the Lord your God with you? And has he not given you rest on every side? For he has given the inhabitants of the land into my hand, and the land is subdued before the Lord and before his people. Now set your heart and your soul to seek the Lord your God. Therefore arise and build the sanctuary of the Lord God, to bring the ark of the covenant of the Lord and the holy articles of God into the house that is to be built for the name of the Lord."
Psalm 30, a psalm, a song at the dedication of the house of David. I will extol you, O Lord, for you have lifted me up, and have not let my foes rejoice over me. O Lord my God, I cried to you. I cried out to you, and you healed me. O Lord, you have brought my soul up from the grave. You have kept me alive, that I should not go down to the pit.
Sing praises to the Lord, you saints of his, and give thanks at the remembrance of his holy name. For his anger is but for a moment, his favor is for life. Weeping may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning.
Now in my prosperity I said, I shall never be moved. Lord, by your favor, you have made my mountain stand strong. You hid your face, and I was troubled.
I cried out to you, O Lord, and to the Lord I made supplication. What profit is there in my blood when I go down to the pit? Will the dust praise you? Will it declare your truth? Hear, O Lord, and have mercy on me. Lord, be my helper.
You have turned for me my mourning into dancing. You have put off my sackcloth and clothed me with gladness, to the end that my glory may sing praise to you and not be silent. O Lord my God, I will give thanks to you forever. This is the word of the Lord.
Thanks be to God.
Just a quick recap of the 3 chapters we've read. In Psalm 37, we read about the heritage of the righteous and the calamity of the wicked. We also read about advice for the righteous and how God will help the righteous. In 1 Chronicles 22, we read how that David called his son and told him that he has prepared materials for him to use in building God's house. And the materials were mentioned. And then David also advised Solomon to follow in God's ways, and that way, that's how he would prosper, and that God will give him rest. We read about the blessedness of answered prayer. Here, the psalmist has told God, giving praise. It's mostly a thanksgiving psalm. Verses stood out to me where the psalmist said, "Cease from anger and forsake wrath. Do not fret, it only causes harm." What stood out to you, my love?
For me, it's the word also, both in verse 4 and in verse 5. Delight yourself also in the Lord. And then I asked myself, why also? And then I saw the context in the entire pericope, the paragraph says, trust in the Lord and do good, dwell in the land and feed on his faithfulness. Then delight also in the Lord. Delight yourself also in the Lord. So it's to take all of those things in tandem. It's not just to delight, but to delight and to dwell and to trust. Then he shall give us the desires of our hearts, or give us what to desire in alignment with his desires for us.
And then for me, in 1 Chronicles 22, what stood out to me is verse 5, where David specifically said, "I will now make preparation for it." In that, a duty that was supposed to go to him was given to his son. And God gave the reason because David had shed so much blood in his time as king. But David did not take this displacement of responsibility as something bad that God is hiding from him or limiting him to, but rather he embraced it and helped prepare his son for it. And it shows it's instructive to me in good leadership, in how that when we lead, it's not all about us, what we can amass to ourselves. It's also letting other people shine. And if God has placed other people around us that are good in certain ways, or God is leading us to know that it is for them to do, it's our duty to also help them prepare for it and not just leave them to it and wait till they fail so we can swoop in and be the Superman. But it's just for us to learn from David, I suppose, and make preparation. Even if we've been cut out of the picture, we can still be in the background helping out so the people in the spotlight shine brighter. What about you?
The same verse, but the very last statement, David made abundant preparations before his death. It's just a loaded statement. Of course, in the context, as you have explained, is regarding preparing for what is to happen in terms of the building of the house of the Lord. But I think there is also a more generic principle there for us to indeed prepare, make abundant preparations before our death. A reminder that we are operating in time while God is eternal. And what that implies necessarily is that while we are still in this body, there is a time ticking, counting down in some sense. And we want to be sure that we have made abundant preparations for life after we are gone. That would involve preparing to meet our Maker on the one hand, but also in terms of those we leave behind, both in the practicalities of that and especially in the legacy of faith that we choose to leave behind. But those things won't happen accidentally. We need to make abundant preparations for them.
For Psalm 30, verse 7 stood out to me, where the psalmist said, "Lord, by your favor, you have made my mountain stand strong." So therefore, if it is God's favor that's making us prosperous in our ways, we can then stand up and say that our prosperity has been caused by ourselves or by the skills that we have. So that's quite instructive for me. What about you?
For me, it's the contrast in verse 5 that God's anger is but for a moment, but his favor is for life. Likewise, weeping may be for a night, but joy comes in the morning. There's just those twin contrasts. Yeah. And that's a good point to wrap it up for day 116. Thanks for joining us. We'll flip the page again on day 117 as we continue. In the reading, we will be looking at 1 Chronicles 23 to 26, verse 19. But still then, just remember,
you're not alone.
Today, God bless you.